The universe is quiet tonight. A deep black canvas stretches endlessly, and across it, billions of galaxies drift like lanterns on an infinite ocean. Each one is a world of its own, a silent city of stars, swirling, colliding, and whispering stories older than time itself. Yet galaxies are not just cold clusters of stars. They are living structures. They breathe. They evolve. They hold secrets. And tonight, as you close your eyes and let your body drift into rest, we are going to travel through the hidden life of galaxies. This is more than astronomy. This is a journey into the heart of creation itself. You will not need to move. You will not need to open your eyes. Just listen, imagine, and let the story of galaxies carry you into a deeper state of calm. You are safe here in the silence of the universe. Welcome to Infinite Sleep Science. Tonight, we begin at the edge of everything. Think of a galaxy. Perhaps you imagine the Milky Way, its great spiral arms stretching like ribbons of light across the darkness. But galaxies are not just pictures in textbooks or dazzling wallpapers on your screen. They are ecosystems. They are cosmic gardens. Within them, stars are born, live brilliant lives, and die in spectacular explosions, scattering the ingredients for new worlds. To fall asleep with galaxies is to dream with the universe itself. Every breath you take connects you to the stars. The oxygen in your lungs was forged in the cores of ancient suns. The iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, the carbon in every cell of your body, all of it once lived inside a galaxy's furnace. Tonight, we will slow down enough to see that galaxies are alive. Imagine floating far above Earth, beyond the blue sky, beyond the planets, into the quiet dark. The Milky Way stretches before you. It is not a flat picture, but a grand spiral, 100,000 light years wide, containing hundreds of billions of stars. From a distance, it looks serene. But if we move closer, we begin to notice the details. Stars cluster together in arms, separated by wide lanes of cosmic dust. Gas clouds stretch for light years, glowing softly where new stars ignite. It is here that galaxies breathe. The birth of stars is the heartbeat of a galaxy. Stars form, they shine, they die, and in their death, they give life to the next generation. You can hear it, if only in your imagination. A deep rhythm, slow and steady. Every star that forms is like a note in a song, a small spark in an endless composition. Galaxies are symphonies, and each plays its own music. Some are bright spirals, spinning elegantly like cosmic whirlpools. Some are elliptical, glowing softly, old and tired, filled with ancient stars that have burned quietly for billions of years. And some are irregular, chaotic, twisted shapes born from collisions, where galaxies crash together, merging into something new. In this first part of our journey, we are drifting through this cosmic diversity. Close your eyes and picture the Andromeda Galaxy. It is the closest spiral to us, just 2.5 million light years away. To the naked eye, it appears as a faint smudge of light. But in truth, it is larger than the Milky Way. It holds perhaps 1 trillion stars. Every one of those stars could host planets, and some of those planets could hold oceans, forests, or skies filled with life. You are looking at an entire world beyond worlds. Andromeda is not still. It is moving toward us. In 4 billion years, the Milky Way and Andromeda will collide, swirling together in a slow cosmic dance. From our perspective, this is unimaginably far away. But to a galaxy, it is part of the natural cycle of life. This is what galaxies do. They form, they grow, they merge, and they transform. Like great cosmic organisms, they change over billions of years. Galaxies can be thought of as cities, and stars are the citizens. Some cities are crowded, bustling with star formation, glowing with the blue light of hot, young stars. Others are quiet, filled with red, aging stars, their brightest days long past. Each galaxy is unique. Each has its own personality. Now imagine yourself moving deeper. We pass through the Milky Way's spiral arms, drifting past clusters of stars and glowing nebulae. The Orion Nebula, vast and luminous, is a birthplace of stars. In its glowing clouds of hydrogen, gravity gathers gas together until it collapses, igniting new suns. Around these newborn stars, disks of gas swirl, giving rise to planets. You are watching life begin, not in the biological sense, but in the cosmic sense. Stars are the seeds of galaxies. Without them, galaxies would be empty shadows. With them, they are alive. This hidden life is slow, so slow that we cannot see it in our human time. To us, a galaxy looks static, frozen. But over millions of years, they shift, they move, they breathe. They collide, they give birth, they die. And when galaxies collide, they do not smash like solid objects. Instead, their stars pass by one another, like dancers weaving through a crowded ballroom. Gravity reshapes them, pulling their spiral arms into long, stretching tails. Gas compresses, triggering bursts of star formation. From destruction comes creation. Tonight, as you lie here, the Milky Way itself is alive with this hidden rhythm. Around its core, stars orbit like planets around a sun. Dark matter, an invisible halo of mass we cannot see, but can measure, holds it all together. Without dark matter, the galaxy would fly apart. Without this invisible scaffolding, there would be no Milky Way, no Andromeda, no spirals, no stars, no you. Dark matter is the skeleton of galaxies. It shapes them, binds them, and allows them to grow. And though we cannot see it, it is everywhere. Pause here. Let yourself sink into the thought. The room around you is quiet, but in your imagination, galaxies swirl, collide, and shine. They do so slowly, gracefully, with a patience that only the universe can know. And as you listen, as you breathe, you are part of it. Your atoms were forged in galaxies. You are not outside of this story. You are inside it. This is the secret life of galaxies. And in Act 1, we have only stepped through the door. In the next act, we will move deeper into the heart of galaxies themselves, into their hidden cores, where mysteries and monsters lie waiting, shaping everything we see. But for now, drift gently with the stars. We are drifting now, not through the arms of galaxies, but toward their hearts. Every galaxy, no matter how small or large, hides a secret in its center. Some call it the beating heart of a galaxy. Others call it its hidden monster. It is a black hole, but not just any black hole, a supermassive black hole. Millions, sometimes billions of times heavier than the sun, compressed into a point no bigger than a solar system. Imagine that weight, that gravity, drawing in everything that comes too close. Stars, gas, even light itself cannot escape. And yet, these black holes are not just destroyers. They are creators. They shape the galaxy around them. They control its rhythm, its flow of gas, its cycle of star, birth, and death. Without them, galaxies would not be what they are. Close your eyes and picture it. The Milky Way has such a heart. At its center lies Sagittarius Asterisk, a supermassive black hole about 4 million times the mass of the Sun. Around it, stars whip through space at incredible speeds, pulled by its gravity. From Earth, we cannot see the black hole itself, but we can see its effect. We can watch those stars orbiting, racing around an invisible point. That invisible point is the anchor of the entire galaxy. Without it, the Milky Way would be a scattered cloud of stars. With it, the Milky Way has form, stability, and life. But this is not only true for us. Every galaxy we look at seems to have its own black hole at the center. Some of these black holes are quiet, like ours. Others are active, glowing with unimaginable brightness. When gas falls into them, it heats to millions of degrees, creating powerful jets that stream out across the galaxy, even into the intergalactic space beyond. These jets can stretch for thousands of light years. They are like lighthouses in the cosmic ocean, bright enough to be seen across billions of light years. We call these active galaxies quasars. They are some of the brightest objects in the universe. They shine because of darkness. They shine because of black holes. This paradox is part of the secret life of galaxies. They live in balance between creation and destruction. Their cores are monsters, yet without those monsters, there would be no order, no growth, no cycle. Galaxies are shaped by chaos. Now imagine yourself drifting closer, closer to one of these brilliant hearts. The gas swirls like water down a drain, glowing as it falls inward. The light is blinding. The heat unimaginable. The black hole itself is silent, invisible, but its presence is everywhere. You feel it in your bones, in the atoms of your body, for they too once passed through this cycle of death and rebirth. This is not just a place of endings. It is a place of beginnings. Galaxies use black holes to regulate their lives, to keep balance between too much star formation and too little. It is like breathing inhale, exhale, grow, rest. And yet galaxies are not isolated. They live in communities. Just as stars form clusters, galaxies themselves gather in groups and clusters. Our Milky Way is part of a small neighborhood called the Local Group. It includes the Andromeda Galaxy, the Triangulum Galaxy, and dozens of smaller dwarf galaxies. They are bound together by gravity, orbiting one another, slowly drawing closer. And beyond our local group lies an even greater structure, the Virgo Cluster, containing thousands of galaxies. Beyond that, superclusters. And beyond that, the cosmic web itself, a vast structure where galaxies form filaments, like threads of light stretching across the universe. Pause here. Picture this web. Galaxies are not scattered randomly. They form patterns. They trace the invisible scaffolding of dark matter. They line up along strands like pearls on a necklace. Between them lie vast voids, empty regions where hardly any galaxies exist. This structure is enormous, larger than we can truly imagine. And yet it is real. We have mapped it. We know that galaxies are not alone. They are connected. This connection is part of their hidden life. Galaxies pull on one another, exchange stars, share gas. Sometimes they collide and merge, becoming one. Sometimes smaller galaxies are swallowed by larger ones, their stars added to the host's collection. In fact, the Milky Way has done this many times. Around it, faint streams of stars arc across the sky. These are the remnants of smaller galaxies, long since devoured, their stars now part of ours. Galaxies eat, they consume. They grow, and they remember. Those faint streams are their scars, their history written in starlight. Now, sink deeper into this thought. Galaxies are alive not in the way we are alive, but in their own cosmic rhythm. They are born from clouds of hydrogen, shaped by dark matter. They grow by forming stars, by merging with others. They mature, their star formation slowing. They age, filled with older stars, glowing dimly red. And eventually, they fade. They die, not with a sudden end, but with a long silence. Their stars burn out. Their gas is gone. They are left as quiet collections of ancient suns, drifting in the dark. Even galaxies, it seems, do not live forever. But the life of a galaxy is long, longer than any human can truly imagine. The Milky Way is over 13 billion years old. It has seen the birth of countless stars, the formation of solar systems, perhaps even the rise and fall of life on worlds we will never know. And it is not done. It will continue for billions more years, until it meets Andromeda, and together they form something new. Even in death, galaxies create. Even in silence, they whisper stories. Let your mind drift now through this cycle. Imagine the young galaxies of the early universe, small and chaotic, filled with brilliant bursts of star formation. Imagine the great spirals of the present day, elegant and ordered, alive with billions of suns. Imagine the quiet ellipticals, old and tired, glowing softly as their stars slowly fade. This is the full arc of galactic life, and you are part of it. Every atom of you has lived through this story. You carry the memory of galaxies in your very being. Galaxies are not just distant lights, they are mirrors. They remind us of cycles, of balance, of patience. They teach us that life is not only about beginnings, but about transformations. About endings that are not endings at all, but the start of something else. The secret life of galaxies is a lesson in calm. It is a story meant for the slow unfolding of thought, the quiet breathing of night. And so, as we close Act 2, remember this. Every galaxy you see in the night sky, every faint smear of light is alive with secrets. Some are being born, some are colliding, some are dying, and yet all of them are connected, part of a greater structure, a web that stretches across the entire universe. We are drifting in this web now, safe, silent, weightless. In the final act of our journey, we will step back even further. We will see galaxies not as individuals, but as pieces of the cosmic whole. We will witness the grand design, the hidden patterns that give shape to everything. And in that design, we will find peace. Step back now. You have seen galaxies as living structures. You have drifted through their arms, past their hidden hearts, and into the clusters that bind them together. Now it is time to widen the view even further, to see galaxies not as isolated beings, but as threads woven into the fabric of the universe itself. The universe is vast beyond comprehension. When astronomers map the positions of galaxies, they do not see a random scattering. Instead, they see patterns, grand designs written across the cosmos. Galaxies gather along filaments of dark matter, stretching like rivers of light. They form nodes where filaments intersect, clusters glowing like jewels. And between these clusters lie immense voids, regions so empty they seem like cosmic deserts. The result is a structure known as the cosmic web. This web is the skeleton of the universe. It is how matter arranged itself after the Big Bang. It is how galaxies found their homes. Imagine floating outside of time, outside of space, where you can see this structure in full. Threads of galaxies stretch for billions of light years, curling and branching like neural pathways in a vast cosmic brain. Each point of light is not a star, but an entire galaxy with billions of stars inside it. The scale is impossible to hold in your mind, and yet the image is calming. It is order within chaos. It is a pattern that repeats, from the smallest clusters of galaxies to the grandest design of the universe. This structure is not static. It grows. Gravity pulls galaxies along the filaments, into clusters, into greater and greater structures. The universe is dynamic, alive with motion. And yet the motion is slow, patient, unfolding over billions of years. To us, it appears frozen, but in truth, it is always moving. Galaxies drift like leaves on a river, carried by currents of dark matter. They flow into clusters, merge, and shine together. This flow is the secret pulse of the universe. Now breathe deeply. As you exhale, picture galaxies sliding into clusters. As you inhale, picture the cosmic web stretching, expanding, carried outward by the dark energy that pushes the universe apart. The expansion of the universe is relentless. Space itself is stretching, carrying galaxies away from one another. The more distant a galaxy, the faster it recedes. This is why the night sky will not always look the same. Billions of years from now, the galaxies we see today will slip beyond visibility, carried too far away for their light to ever reach us again. The universe is not only alive, it is changing. But within this vastness, the Milky Way is your home. It drifts in the local group, bound to Andromeda, destined to merge in a slow dance. Together, they will form a new galaxy, sometimes called Milkomeda. Imagine what it will look like: two spirals merging into a single giant elliptical, filled with stars, perhaps even sparking waves of new star formation. By then, the sun will be a faint memory. The Earth may be gone, but the story of galaxies will continue. Life, whether here or elsewhere, will carry forward the memory of stars. And beyond even this, galaxies will fade. In the far future, star formation will slow. Gas will be used up. Galaxies will grow old, filled with dim red stars. Then even those stars will burn out, leaving white dwarfs, neutron stars, and black holes. The universe will grow darker, quieter. Galaxies themselves will become shadows of what they once were. But even in this darkness, there is peace. The life of galaxies, like all things, has a cycle: birth, growth, transformation, silence. As you rest, think of this cycle. Galaxies are not rushing. They do not hurry. They exist on timescales so vast that our worries, our struggles, our fears seem small by comparison. To the universe, 1,000,000 years is a moment. To a galaxy, your entire life is the blink of an eye. And yet that blink matters. You are here. You are part of this story. You are made of stardust, built from the life of galaxies. Their story's your story. The secret life of galaxies is not just about stars and black holes. It is about connection. It is about patience. It is about the quiet unfolding of time. Galaxies remind us that we do not need to rush. That even in silence, creation is happening. That endings are only beginnings in disguise. Now, picture yourself drifting back. The cosmic web fades. The clusters of galaxies grow smaller. The spirals and ellipticals blur into points of light. You are moving homeward, back toward the Milky Way, back toward your quiet corner of the universe. You pass through the spiral arms, through the dust and nebulae, past the glowing heart of Sagittarius Asterisk, until you are once again above the Earth, floating gently, the stars spread out around you like a blanket. The night is calm. The galaxies are still there, watching, waiting, alive in their silence. Let your body sink deeper into rest. Let your breath slow, like the rhythm of stars forming in distant clouds. Let your thoughts drift, like galaxies sliding along the filaments of the cosmic web. You are safe here. You are part of this vast design. You are not separate from the universe. You are the universe, breathing, dreaming, resting. The galaxies will continue their dance. They will merge, collide, fade, and shine. You do not need to follow. You do not need to keep pace. You can rest, you can drift. The secret life of galaxies will continue, and you are part of it, even in sleep. And so, with the calm of the stars and the silence of the universe, let yourself drift now, beyond thought, beyond time, into a sleep as deep and endless as the cosmos itself. The galaxies will hold you. The universe will carry you. And in your dreams, you will shine.